Hey everybody, this is Levi Clay of Levi Clay Transcriptions, guitar player for Hellcat Molly, and today I would like to walk you through a very short lesson looking at sort of banjo roll hybrid picking technique in a shred and rock context. Something that comes from the background that I've got playing and enjoying country music, and something that I found a place for in some of my own music. So first up, let's just cut in a demo so you can see what that sounds like. This is an excerpt from a track of mine called Leaving London, which is available on iTunes now as part of the Hellcat Molly album, Out of the Ashes. Check it out, see what you think, and then I'll come back and we'll break it down for you. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have going on there. It's hybrid picking technique, as I mentioned, which is a technique which is much more common in country music. In fact, as I'm sure I mentioned, my main influence on this sort of stuff is Danny Gatton, who I consider to be one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Well worth checking out his album, Redneck Jazz. In this lick, I'm going to be, as I say, using hybrid picking, using the pick, the middle finger, and the ring. And I think the key part to understand here when I do this is that the fingers are always placed before playing the notes. It's never a case of picking the string and then trying to reach in and pluck the string with a finger. The fingers are already placed. If I'm rolling across the strings, the moment that pick goes down, everything is in place. If I wanted to add the little finger, it would already be there. That's going to really help when you're doing this. So let's take a look at the actual lick. We're starting with a D minor 9 arpeggio. That would be played with the first finger on the 5th fret of the A string. I'm playing that with the pick. Then I'm hammering onto 8. I'm using my 3rd finger to do that. And then we're playing 7 on the D string and 5 on the G string, and I'm doing that with the middle finger and the ring finger. That's the first part of the lick to practice. You want that to be clean, you want that to be smooth, you don't want the notes to bleed into each other like this. It gives you a different effect. So clean, smooth. And then in order to finish the cycle, I reach back down to the 8th fret on the A string. I pluck that with a pick, pluck the 7th fret on, and then pluck the 5th fret on the G string, and then hammer onto the 9th fret. So if I call out intervals there, because that's how I like to think, we've got root, flat 3rd, 5th, flat 7, flat 3rd, 5th, flat 7, 9, which gives us a D minor 9. So that works quite nicely because you can pick that 4 notes per click. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and It's all about getting the smoothness in the hybrid picking when you're doing that. A little bit quicker. Now, in order to do something interesting with this lick, the way I develop it is I play the D minor 9. Then I jump up to the 8th fret on the A string, which is an F note, and I play an F major 9. So the same picking mechanic will apply, but I'm just changing the pattern in the left hand in order to give me a new sound. And these all work over that D minor chord sound. If you really want to get picky about it, the F major 9 is actually functioning as a D minor 11. But I'm visualizing it as an F major 9. So that would be 8 on the A, 12 on the A, 10 on the D, 9 on the G. then repeating 12, 10, 9 on the A string, D string and G string, and hammer 12. Now if I play those two ideas next to each other, we have this. Which I think is a very cool sound. Now that can be practiced slowly until you're in a position where you can play that comfortably. In order to finish it, I have something that's not really hybrid picking based, but it's a cool little idea. I'll play it nice and slowly and give you some tabs so you can see what's going on there. After playing, I play or words to that effect. I was just sort of trying to summon a bit of George Marius into my playing. So every time I play that, it's slightly different, but the start of the lick is always going to be the same. So all I'm really doing there is I'm moving up D minor in shape 1, coming down this cool arpeggio, which is 15, 10 on the high E, 13, 12, 10 on the B, G and D strings, sliding up to 12, 12, 15, 14 on the G, 13 on the B, 15 on the B string. Slide that up a tone, and then you get that George Marius-esque ringing. So now I'm just taking that and moving that up the neck. So you can end that lick however you want. The hybrid picking principle is the real important part there. So. There you have it. So there you go guys, that's the lick to the solo on Leaving London from my album, Hellcat Molly's album, Out of the Ashes. I would really appreciate it if you head on over to my site and check that out. Share this video around, subscribe to my channel, you know, the usual things. You can find me on Facebook, obviously YouTube, and all of the other places. The album is available now on Bandcamp. You can find it on iTunes, etc, etc, and I also have some lovely special edition CDs, physical CDs, with a bonus track on them. So if you've got any interest in checking that out, do hit me up. Hopefully you enjoy all the work that's gone in. Remember, for all of my supporters out there that helped make this album happen on Indiegogo, I couldn't have done it without you, so thank you all so much for keeping this scene alive. I really do owe everything to you guys. I'll see you next time.